Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Waleed Basyouni, and I'm recording this message for the Muslim community in the United States. This message is coming from my own capacity. I don't represent any organization. It only represents my own personal view. This message came after a long thinking about our situation as a Muslim community in the United States in relation to the upcoming election, the election for 2012. As we all know, the election day is coming very soon. It's only one day left. Next Tuesday, November 6th, where hundreds of thousands and millions of people will go out to cast their votes to elect the next president of the United States of America. And I deeply believe that this is a very important election for us as American and for us as American Muslim as well. It is a choice has to be made this Tuesday between two clearly different paths for the future of our community, our country, and our children. That's why I'm coming today. As I said, after thinking a lot about this issue, to endorse President Barack Obama for a second term as the President of the United States of America. And I ask all of you Muslims out there, Muslims out there, Muslim voters, on Tuesday to make the same choice and to elect Barack Obama to be the President of the United States for the next 4 years. I made this endorsement after long study and observation of the two candidates and their campaign. I watch all their debates. I've been listening to the messages. I visited their websites. I've been carefully listening to Governor Romney from the beginning he entered the race. And I've been closely also observing the campaign of President Obama, and we all shared this last 4 years of his presidency. I think we as a Muslim community, we can make a difference this coming Tuesday, especially my Muslim brothers who live in the battleground states, my brothers and sisters who live in North Carolina, who live in Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, Iowa, our brothers and sisters in Ohio, in Virginia, and definitely our brothers and sisters in Florida. They can make a difference this Tuesday if they come out and vote and make sure that their voice will be heard and their voice will be heard. Let's send a very strong message in this Tuesday, not only to President Obama and to the Democratic Party. Now, I want this message to be even a louder message and clear message to be sent to Governor Romney and his party. I have noticed how Governor Romney changed his position towards us, as he have changed so many times his position towards so many areas. But for us, I remember when he stood defending the Muslim community, when Mr. Herman Cain made his remark about his feeling that he will not feel comfortable choosing a Muslim to be member of his presidential cabinet. And at that time, Mr. Romney refuted this comment and he defended the Muslim community. 1 year later, Mr. Cain not anymore in the race. And we found clearly that Governor Romney start leaning and going towards the far right, the Islamophobe folks, pleasing them, and adopting their agenda and showing support of them with their message, which is clearly goes against the benefit of our community. Let's make this message clear that we as a Muslim community, our vote counts and make difference. I know that so many of us not so happy with either candidate. For President Obama, his foreign policy, his national security policies might make some Muslims uncomfortable with re-electing him. And some will not even go to vote or to cast their vote on Tuesday. I think that the benefit for Muslims are greater in this election than for either candidate. or their respective parties, because it's about us as a community. It's about protecting our community's rights and to recognize the Muslim community as an element of the society, and to make sure that our community's rights and needs respected and looked at. This is our country. We live in it. We pay taxes. We share the future of it. And that's the place of generation to comes from our community, inshallah ta'ala. We live in this country with everyone else. We will share the same future. We have the same challenges in life. And if our voice is not heard during the election, it will be very hard to be heard in other time, brothers and sisters. Also, we need to realize that elections are not restricted to voting for president's position. Electing good local official is crucial for our community, because they affect our daily lives as much, sometimes even more, and they affect our daily lives much more than federal government does. We often complain about our foreign policies, national security policies, but if we were ever want to have a voice heard in these areas, we have to prove that our votes are a determining factor in the outcome of elections. And this is a long process. It's not going to be in 2012. It's not going to be in 2016. No. We will not reach there if we don't start. We will reach there one day, but we will not reach there if we don't start here. If we don't start on Tuesday. And I believe, inshallah ta'ala, that maybe in 2 or 3 cycle of elections, maybe 2020, we will have, as a Muslim community, a bigger role to play in deciding who will be the president. But we have to start at a certain point. That's why I'm encouraging you to keep that in mind, that it's going Tuesday, it's about protecting the identity of our community. My brothers and sisters, my endorsement to President Obama came for several, I endorse him for several reasons. One, President Obama healthcare reform will improve the life of so many Muslims who struggle every day with this issue. We as a Muslim community intend to have, mashallah, large families. I travel a lot and have met so many of you who really have a hard time to provide adequate health care for his family or her children. And I think with this healthcare reform, so many of our community members will benefit from it. I think electing President Obama for a second term will be also very good for us, because President Obama and the Democratic position in general on immigration is in our best interest as a community. I know so many families, so many friends, so many students who are living here and they're looking for a path that can lead to correct their status in the United States of America. Some of them come in a very young age to the United States of America with their parents. And now they know no other home other than America. And they're struggling with this issue. I know so many people who they cannot bring their fiancés or their spouse to the United States of America because of the complicity of the immigration laws that we have. And I believe that we expecting as a community to benefit much of that immigration reforms that President Obama promising to introduce, inshallah ta'ala. I also endorse President Obama because for the public forum, there is no doubt that President Obama is much better choice for us as a community. You know, if you look at President Obama, Islam became clearly part of the American fabric during the last 4 years. A president with the middle name of Hussein, and extended family members who are Muslims, a president who clearly related to Islam and Muslim in certain way, even though he is not Muslim, but him recognizing Islam and American Muslim as part of America is something so important for us as a Muslim community. President Obama's message are inclusive, make our community part of the mainstream. While in the other hand, sometimes we feel that the message come from the other side are exclusive, or leans towards Islamophobic thoughts, who will not see Muslim community as part of the future of America. President Obama platform help middle class American, and most of our community member belong to this segment of the society. And that's another reason for me to endorse President Obama today as a president of the United States. And I ask your vote as Muslim community to elect him on Tuesday as a president for America. Most of our community members, I said, they don't belong to the big corporate America. They belong to the middle class Americans. To me, President Obama is a person who is not an Islamophobe. But Governor Romney never assured me that he would not be one. Go vote on Tuesday and make sure that you cast your vote. Make sure that you choose good people in your local level and in a federal level. And make sure that you choose Barack Obama as the next president of the United States. All major scholars that I know, such as my own teachers, such as Shaykh Ibn Baz, Shaykh Nathimi rahimahullah, and also scholars such as Shaykh al-Qaradawi, and a long list of scholars, all council of fatwas in the Muslim world and in the West, encourage Muslims to participate in elections, to make sure that they practice their political rights, and to be part of spreading good and choosing people who will bring benefits to the society. So what you're doing is something noble, something good, something halal. And I deeply believe in that. Remember that bad officials are elected by good citizens who don't vote. This is Waleed Basyouni, and this is my message to you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless our country, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide whomever will lead this country to spread goodness, mercy, and justice in our country, on earth.